Did you know that 75% of friendships don't survive major life change? One person starts trading seriously, one person finds discipline, one person stops wasting money on things that don't compound, and suddenly you are not what's compatible anymore. Everyone online is taking sides on what happened between Akunwa and Aida, but nobody is talking about the friendships you are about to lose this month because you decided to grow your account instead of growing your excuses. Today I'm breaking down exactly why that's happening and what you have to do about that. Let's take a story of Kosi Sikoso in Mississippi, 1954. A baby girl is born to what? A teenage mother, no father, no money, no future written down anywhere. Her name is our popularly known Oprah. And in that small town, there are girls exactly like her. Same neighborhood, same poverty, same, let's say, circumstances. They become her friends because they are her only what friends. They understand her because let's say they are her and they know what it's like to have nothing for years. And for years they are everything to each other. They are each other's survival, let's say. Now this right here, those friendships, they saved Oprah's life when she needed them, but they couldn't what save what her future. Because sometimes we fail to realize that the people who understand your past are not always equipped to understand your growth. And in trading, this is the same reason most of you are still what losing your friends. You are making decisions based on, let's say, the version of you that had nothing, not the version of you that is building something. I know some of you watching right now have that one friend who laughed when you said you were going to learn how to trade. Some even called it gambling, some even called it a scam. And now that your account is actually growing, they are calling you now too serious and they say different. Let me tell you, there is no greater agony than bearing untold story inside you. To knowing our Oprah story, Oprah's friend had told their stories 1,000 times, but Oprah's story wasn't done being written. Your trading journey isn't done being written either. The people who love you, your let's say your broke chapter, are not always the people who can celebrate your disciplined one. And let's say that's not their fault. It is how growth works. Oprah starts excelling in school, winning competitions, becoming somebody, and her friends from this Kosi Siko, they are staying, not because they are bad people, but because the world never taught them they could actually live. And when Oprah comes on talking about college, talking about her dreams, about a life beyond Mississippi, they look at her like she's crazy. Does that remind you of someone? And they told her, who do you think you are? You think you are better than us now? And here is the painful part. Some of them weren't even being cruel. They were being, let's say, realistic based on everything they knew. But the reality for them wasn't the reality for Oprah anymore. Here's what most people miss. Oprah didn't leave her friends because she stopped caring. She left because staying small for their comfort meant staying small for herself. Trading, we call this a bad risk to reward ratio. You are risking your entire future to protect someone else's, let's say, comfort. That trade doesn't make sense. Now answer at the comment section, does that trade even make sense? And don't forget to smash that subscribe button. And so most people in your position are still explaining a trading journey to people who don't even want to understand it. You're showing them your charts, you're defending your screen time, you're waiting for their approval before you go all in. And while you are waiting, the markets moved. Their doubt is now becoming your hesitation. Oprah said, turn your wounds into wisdom. Every friendship that called her too much became fuel. Every person in your life who say trading is a waste of time, that's your fuel too. I tell you today, you're not code for leaving people behind. You're brave for going ahead. Let me tell you, the market rewards discipline and not the comfortable. Years pass, Oprah becomes what? A force. She goes to college, became a broadcaster, builds an empire, and sometimes she thinks about her friends from Kosisiko, wonders if they resent her. And one day came, she goes back. She's a millionaire, famous across America, and some of her childhood friends are still there, still living the same exact life, still angry that she left. And Oprah realizes something that breaks her heart, and also at the same time sets her free. The goodbye actually happened a long time ago. It just took years to catch up to the reality. And this is what changed everything for Oprah. She understood that she didn't abandon her friends. She just evolved past them. And that's not the same thing. Let me tell you, the best traders I know didn't abandon their old life overnight. They just kept showing up to the charts quietly while everyone around them stayed loud and stayed broke. The real reason you are not where you want to be right now, financially, let's say emotionally, let's say in your trading or anywhere else in your life, is sometimes it's because you're still structuring your life around, let's say, people who cannot even evolve, people that want to stay small forever, people that want to stay at the same position, the same level, and they want to drag that shit with you. You're shrinking your risk appetite, you're shrinking your screen time, you're shrinking your growth. You are keeping one foot in your past because you feel like you owe it to people who were there. But that debt is a margin call on your future. I want you to turn your wounds into wisdom. The friendships that couldn't follow Oprah became her chapters, not ever losses. Your losing trades, your doubting friends, your slow modes, your slow growths in your business, those are chapters, not conclusions. Let me remind you, your 19-year-old self needed those friends, but your 25-year-old self, the one building a trading portfolio, building discipline, building a business, building a future, that version of you needs different people. And that is not failure, that is actually becoming. Oprah eventually found people who could grow with her, people who understood that evolution wasn't betrayal, people who could celebrate her rise without feeling diminished. And those friendships became her deeper connection because they were built on trust, not circumstance. Not we were both broke together, but we both chose to become more together. In trading or in business, in life, the same rule applies. Find the people who are also in the charts at 6 a.m. who want to wake up for a business meeting, who have the drive. Find the people who talk about setups, how to take their business to the next level, take whatever shit they are doing to the next level, not shortcuts. Find people whose growth doesn't threaten you. You don't feel like they are bragging, but rather it fuels you, it motivates you. Those are your people, the ones from Kosisiko. They became memories for Oprah, not losses, just different chapters. The friend who laughed at your trading account or whatever shit you're starting up right now in your life is not your ride or die. She is a position you need to close. It's a business deal you don't have to continue. The person who wants you to stay distracted so they feel comfortable is not loyal. They are scared of what you are becoming. You can either love the people or outgrow them. You can remember them fondly and still open your chat tomorrow. Go to that business meeting. That is not betrayal. That is the trade of your life. and you cannot afford to lose it. This is Victor Snow. This is trading from the soul. Got value from this one? Consider to give this one a like and subscribe, and tell me at the comment section, are you currently losing any friend right now? And it will be lovely to discuss that.